Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Bellroy Venture Ready 26-liter backpack. And I was pretty excited when this was announced as it seemed to offer a similar aesthetic and materials to Bellroy's 22-liter Venture backpack that we looked at pretty recently. Really enjoyed testing that out, and I was very intrigued by the organizational layout and the size of this bag. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience using it over the past couple of weeks. I'll show you how I've loaded it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how it compares to some of the other similar bags that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. Bellroy's Venture series of bags manages to maintain a pretty minimal appearance while feeling more rugged and appropriate for the outdoors. This is definitely something that would be right at home on a hike, but it's not so overwhelmingly technical that I would be uncomfortable taking it into an office setting, exploring a city, or using this for traveling. As far as the materials, the bag feels very solidly built. The exterior fabric is a recycled nylon that feels like it's going to hold up well to rougher usage and offer a decent amount of weather resistance without feeling super heavy. It comes in at over 2 pounds, but it's a pretty reasonable weight in my opinion considering the size and feature set of the bag. And then you also have some really nice, well-protected, aqua-guarded YKK zippers all throughout. Continuing along the outside of the bag, on the front you have a loop near the bottom, which is going to be a good spot to attach something like a bike light. And then you have the Bellroy logo up near the top. It's pretty minimal, it blends it nicely to the front of the bag. And then you have a carrying handle at the top. This is very similar to some of the other handles that we've seen on Bellroy's bags, so durable material, decent amount of comfort, and I like that it's easy to grab it and it doesn't stick out awkwardly from the top of the bag, so nice implementation there. And then on one side of the bag you have an external water bottle pocket, which I was really excited to see. This is a first on many of the Bellroy bags that I've tested out, and good implementation here. You have more than enough space for a 20-ounce water bottle, which is what I typically have with me. There's not a ton of elasticity here, so if you have a thicker water bottle, you should be able to squeeze it in, but it might start to eat up some of the volume from the main compartment. But it's got a good amount of depth. It doesn't stick out too much when it's not in use. And then you also have this nice strap here that has a plastic clip that's going to allow you to secure something taller that's resting in the compartment, such as a tripod, or you can maybe even attach a jacket here. And then moving into the capacity, the bag comes in at about 26 liters, which is a really versatile size in my opinion. I was able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me, and I still had some leftover space without the bag feeling overwhelmingly big. And I liked that even when it was a little bit more packed out, it managed to maintain a pretty slim silhouette and hugged my back nicely, which made it great for navigating crowded areas, jumping onto public transit, hiking, and carrying on to pretty much any domestic or international airline. Taking a look at the straps and the back paneling, so far the bag has been really comfortable to wear. I like how the straps have been implemented here. They have plenty of padding. It's really soft, comfortable right out of the box. It's kind of a soft, almost gel-like padding. On the inside, you don't have any sort of breathable mesh, but I haven't noticed any issues with moisture building up. And I like that the straps have a nice width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders when it's a little bit more packed out. And you also have an adjustable sternum strap with a magnetic buckle that's going to help distribute the weight. One thing to call out on the straps is that on previous Bellroy bags, people have mentioned issues with the straps sliding after you've set the length that you like. I haven't really noticed this issue with many of the Bellroy bags that I've used. I've been pretty lucky. Maybe I haven't loaded it out as heavy for a longer period of time, but Bellroy has taken note of the feedback from customers and has made improvements to the buckle system here. I haven't noticed any issues. I've been trying to pull it just a little bit harder to see if I noticed any slippage. So far it hasn't been an issue, but it's something that I'll be keeping an eye on as I use this over the next couple of months. As far as the back paneling, this has also been really comfortable. You have a pretty soft, almost gel-like padding here that's well distributed all throughout the back. You don't have any sort of breathable mesh on the back paneling, but there is a nice amount of elevation to create this air channel here to provide you with airflow and ventilation while you're walking around. Jumping into the organizational options, there's a nice variety of pockets all throughout. Starting off at the top, you have an excellent quick access pocket with a well-protected zipper. There's also these loops that are around a lot of the zippers, which I believe are meant to make it a little bit easier to open because you have the aqua guard on the zipper, but it feels like you could also use these to potentially lock the zippers if you're traveling and you want to have a little bit more peace of mind. You can kind of secure it there, but really great, easy access, and I love the amount of volume and the internal organization that's provided here. It doesn't prevent me from using the pocket in the way that I want to and holding some of the bulkier items that I might be grabbing more regularly during the day. So just diving into what I have here on the left side, and again, you have this divider in the middle, so it's kind of separated into two compartments. I have my sunglasses with their hard shell case. You can see it's a little bit bigger and it fit in there very easily. And then on this side here, you have a few slots that are going to be great for something like a pen or a flashlight, which is what I have here. I have a flashlight, and then I also have the Ridge bolt action pen. So nice internal organization there. And then on the right side, I have the Peter McKinnon camera tool. I don't know if anybody here has had a chance to check that out. I haven't really featured this in a lot of videos yet, but it's a really interesting multi-tool that comes with a pretty nice feature set. If you ever want to see this in a little bit more depth, let me know in the comments below. Just wanted to kind of showcase that even something that bulky, which is, you know, the same size as maybe a bigger multi-tool, fits in there easily. And I was also able to fit my GoPro. So both of those things with the volume that's provided here comfortably fit. And then you have one additional elastic slip pocket here. So nice to have some division between everything that's in the compartment. At the moment, the only thing that I have here is the little manicure set that I like to carry with me. On the side of the bag that doesn't have the water bottle pocket, you have a hidden external zippered pocket, which is similar to the pockets that we saw on the Venture 22-liter backpack and the Transit work pack. So this is traditionally what Bellroy had kind of used as their alternative to water bottle pockets, which they do offer enough volume to work for that use case. So great to have both options on this bag. And I'm always a fan of these zipper pockets as they allow you to store a lot of other items if you don't want to hold a water bottle in it. And so plenty of space here. It's a pretty tall compartment. What I currently have in here is the Bellroy pencil case, just to kind of showcase the amount of capacity that this has. This is a little bit of a taller pouch, so it kind of works well with the space that's provided here. And then I also tossed in some of the items that I might grab more regularly. This is a good pocket that you can swing around without taking the bag off. So I have a lightning cable and the power brick to charge my phone, as well as a portable battery that attaches to the back of my phone for when I need a little bit more power. And in this compartment, you also have a lanyard with a plastic clip that's going to be a good spot for your keys or a multi-tool. And then moving into the main compartment, you have a full clamshell style opening for easy packing and organization. You can still use it as a top loader without opening it all the way up. You can reach in and grab whatever you need, or you can also just open one side and access a specific portion of the bag. That's one of the nice things about one of these kind of full zippers is you have a lot of variety in the ways that you can access the main compartment. But one of the biggest benefits is just being able to open it flat and being able to see everything at once. With 26 liters of space, plenty of capacity, and it's got a pretty simple main area, so great for a modular style of packing, which is how I like to organize. I use a lot of pouches like the Evergood Civic Access 1 liter, which is one of the newer pouches that I've been enjoying a lot recently. And then I also have my Beats Studio wireless headphones with a hard shell case. I have a packable rain jacket, my Bellroy Tech case, which is one of the alternatives that I use to the Evergood's Cap 2. I really like the simplicity of the Bellroy case, as well as the protective kind of harder shell that it has and the aqua guarded zipper. So really great combo with this bag. And then the last thing that I have here at the bottom is my DJI Mavic Mini with another hard shell case. So even with those bulkier items, you know, they fit in there easily. The bag wasn't overwhelmingly packed. I still had leftover space. And with the amount of capacity here, I could definitely toss in my larger compressible packing cube, my dot kit, and an extra pair of shoes, and I'd be able to use this for a longer weekend trip. And then on the inside, you do have a little bit of organization. On the side, you have an elastic mesh pocket. It has this really super durable, high quality mesh that Bellroy uses in a lot of their bags. And you know, you have plenty of volume here for a bulkier item. The only thing that I tossed in here at the moment is my Tom Bin Ghost Wheel pouch with some EDC and tech accessories. And then you have a simple sleeve that's gonna be a good spot for some documents, a folder, or in my case, I actually have my iPad mini in a case, fit in there very easily. You could probably place a full-size tablet in there. This is pulled up off the bottom of the ground, as well as the dedicated laptop sleeve, which is well padded. Bellroy always does a great job with their laptop sleeves. It's suspended off the bottom of the ground, so when I place my bag down, it doesn't feel like my laptop is making contact. It's gonna be protected. Also on the sides, should be able to fit up to a 15 or 16-inch laptop comfortably. Currently what I have here is my 13-inch MacBook Air, and so pulling my device out, now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. No sort of fleece lining here like we've seen with some of Bellroy's other laptop compartments. And one thing that I really would have loved with this bag is if the compartment was separate from the main area like they do with their transit line. Not a deal breaker for this bag, it just might have made it a little bit easier to get my laptop in and out. But regardless, with the amount of space, protection, and padding that's offered here, and the fact that it's suspended off the bottom of the ground, it really feels like my device is going to be well protected while I'm running around throughout the day. And then on the lid for this main compartment, you have two additional zippered mesh pockets. Same really nice high quality elastic mesh. On the bottom, you have a slightly larger pocket. I didn't really place too much into here. You do have a decent amount of volume, but I typically don't place big things in these type of pockets, as it might kind of create a lot of pressure with the pouches that I'm using. So in here I just placed a couple of cables that I like to have with me, some spare charging cables for my iPad and my phone. But you know, you do have enough volume for other pouches, for toiletries, medicines. I saw in Bellroy's site they have a beanie that they place in here, so nice amount of flexibility, stays out of the way if you don't want to use it. And then at the top you have a slightly smaller compartment. Really love the angled zipper here. This is a very thoughtful design choice, as it allows you to easily use this compartment whether you're opening it from the top or the bottom. So if I'm accessing this bag as a top loader, the items won't fall out. Same if I happen to flip this over. This is an issue that I ran into with the Evergood Civic Half Zip, where it had the zipper at the top, so it was a little bit uncomfortable to use when you flipped it over like this. So great, you know, kind of design here. I'm able to reach in and grab whatever items I'm holding. This is a great spot for tech items like my Apple Magic Mouse. I also have an extra pair of wired headphones from when I'm traveling. But even with those items in there was plenty of leftover space. You can see that there's some decent volume here. So even for something bulkier, if I had wanted to store my sunglasses in here, they would fit very comfortably. So just really love the variety of pockets and the layout in this main area and throughout the rest of the bag. Everything is super well thought out. The aesthetic is great. I love that this has a clamshell style opening, the water bottle pocket. And so if you're looking for a rugged, versatile bag that's gonna work great for EDC, for taking into the outdoors, or for travel, then this is gonna be a fantastic option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Bellroy Venture Ready 26-liter backpack over the past couple of weeks. You can currently purchase this on Bellroy's site for about $260, so definitely premium pricing. It is a bit of an investment. You are, however, getting a very solidly built bag with a nice feature set, and it's going to compare well to other similar bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, this definitely reminded me of some of the other great bags from Bellroy that we featured on the channel in the past. The Venture 22-liter backpack is going to be the most similar as far as kind of the vibe, because it has a similar material texture. It's meant to be a little bit more outdoor focused compared to some of Bellroy's other more kind of professional and sophisticated looking bags. That one has a different organizational layout. It has a top flap that does have an adjustable volume. It opens up flat. So just a different sort of aesthetic layout. It's got a little bit of a simpler pocket layout. Doesn't have quite as many sort of slots, but still a really great bag overall. Durable, comfortable. And then another great alternative from Bellroy is the Transit Work Pack, which is probably my favorite of their bags still, just because I love the size, the aesthetic, the organizational layout. It's got a clamshell style opening, a separate laptop compartment, which is becoming more and more of a key feature for me. It's one of the best laptop compartments that's on the market. Quick access pocket, comfortable to wear. And so great option if you're considering something that looks a little bit more urban focused, but if you like this sort of outdoorsy vibe, the 22-liter Venture is going to be another solid option to consider. The next bag this made me think of is the Evergood CHZ, which comes in both a 22-liter size and a 26-liter size. And that is a really solid, simple bag, very solidly made, Super comfortable harness system. I think the harness on that is going to be just a little more comfortable than this one. It also has some additional breathability, particularly on the back paneling. And both of the sizes of that bag can hold an impressive amount, just given the simpler layout that it has. It doesn't have all the same pockets that this one does. It does have an extra water bottle compartment, so if you like having those, that's going to be, a really important thing to consider. Both have well padded suspended laptop sleeves, and just seem to offer a similar value proposition as far as working in an urban or outdoor setting, kind of that crossover category. So if you're looking for something that is simpler than this, or that can offer a little more variety as far as the sizing and that's still going to be comfortable and durable, then the CHZ is going to be a great option to consider. Another bag this made me think of is the Air City Pack Pro, which has been one of my favorite tech and EDC bags for a while now. Very good build quality and weather resistance. Super comfortable harness system. It's going to be maybe a little bit more breathable than this. At 24 liters, it's maybe slightly smaller, but it still feels similar in size, particularly with all the pocketing and padding that the City Pack Pro has. Really great organizational layout. I love that it has a separate laptop compartment that's suspended, well padded. It also has some nice bonuses like a luggage pass-through. And if you're somebody who likes to have an extra organizational area or two, or you're looking for something that's just got a little bit more of a modern and techie vibe while still, kind of being durable in this size and price range, then that's going to be a great option to take a look at. And then the last option that I'll mention here, particularly if you have a little bit of a tighter budget, is the Patagonia Black Hole 25 liter backpack. I like this one. That one feels pretty rugged and outdoorsy. It's got a similar capacity. It's pretty rugged. It's not quite as durable as this bag, in my opinion. It's not going to offer the same level of comfort, and it doesn't have quite as many organizational options, but it is just a really versatile bucket style bag. It doesn't open clamshell, but it does have external water bottle compartments, a suspended well padded tablet and laptop sleeve. It does have some quick access pocketing, some webbing along the front. So it's still a really functional bag. I like the aesthetic of the Venture Ready backpack a little bit more, but again, if you're looking for something kind of like this in the size range and this style, and you just want to save a little bit of money, then that's going to be a good option to consider. With that being said, the Bellroy Venture Ready Backpack holds up really well against all those options and is quickly becoming one of my favorite new EDC bags of 2023. And if you're looking for something durable and versatile that's going to offer plenty of space, comfort, and weather resistance for your everyday or for the outdoors, and this is going to be a really solid option to check out. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you all think of the Venture Ready Backpack and how it compares to some of the other popular EDC bags that are currently on the market. And if there's any similar options that you think I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.